Suicide Squad is written and directed by David Ayer and stars Will Smith, Margot Robbie, Joel Kinnaman, Viola Davis, Cara Delevingne, this guy, this girl. There's a lot of people in this film. And it's the third film in the DC cinematic universe where Amanda Waller puts together a secret task force made up of the worst criminals. Like a Justice League with supervillains. But this team gets assembled just in case the next super being doesn't have the best intentions like Superman did. Thus we have a movie as decisive as Batman v Superman, with critics absolutely bashing this film and fans coming to its defense. But does it deserve all the flack that the critics are giving it? To that I will say I have 3 problems with Suicide Squad, all of which contribute to the sloppy mess that is the narrative of this film. And those are the editing, the pacing, and the overall story. I think it's the story that hurts this movie the most because it consequently creates the other problems I have. First of all, the story makes little to no sense. Amanda Waller puts together Task Force X, that's the official name for the squad, to handle missions that normal humans can't handle, battling other metahumans, alien invasions, shit like that. But the mission they actually get sent on makes no sense. No spoilers, but they keep the details of the mission vague for most of the movie. But when it finally gets revealed in the third act, I actually audibly went, what? Now, because you have all these characters in one film and not enough time to give meaningful backstory to all of them, the first 20 minutes is introduction and explanation of who each character is and what they're good at. You do get more backstory on Harley Quinn and Deadshot, and I'll touch on that a little later, but several times throughout the movie it cuts to a flashback to give more backstory, so the editing gets really choppy at points, and in turn causes the pacing to get very clunky. The movie is a little over 2 hours, but it feels so much longer than that because of the poor pacing, because it get really quick in some points, and then we have this really long lull, and it's just, I didn't like the pacing and editing in this film. So with these major issues I have, I can see why the critics are bashing this film, but with that being said, I have to say that Suicide Squad was a lot of fun. Didn't see that one coming, did you? It felt more like a comic book than Man of Steel or Batman v Superman did. There was a bunch of fun action scenes and a couple of cool cameos, one that caught me really off guard. But by far this movie's biggest strength is its cast of villains. This team works so well together on screen and brought an element of fun that DC so desperately needed. 2 characters that did this the most were Harley Quinn and Deadshot. They were the 2 that had the most humanity in the film. I was worried that Will Smith was going to take over the spotlight, but he was balanced pretty well with his co-stars. He also had some of the coolest action sequences where Deadshot gets to show off his skills. Those were a lot of fun to watch. But for me, it was Margot Robbie that stole the entire show. Her Harley Quinn and her relationship with Joker was spot on, exactly what I wanted. Speaking of the Joker, I think Jared Leto did a decent job. Don't go into this movie expecting a lot of the Joker. He's mainly there for Harley Quinn's backstory. But as far as staying true to the character of Harley Quinn, I think they did that very well. And can I take a moment to say that this guy didn't suck? Jai Courtney was actually pretty good as Captain Boomerang. He's shown me a lot more range in this character than other things I saw him in that I just didn't like him in, so great job, Jai Courtney. So is Suicide Squad a sloppy mess of a film with a story that doesn't always make sense? Sure, but it has a very likable cast, some really good action, and a breath of humor that was missing from the DC cinematic universe, and it's a lot of fun to watch. So I will give Suicide Squad a good game. So, Suicide Squad, have you seen it and what'd you think about it? Leave a comment below, tell me your thoughts. Please, if you enjoyed watching this review, hit that thumbs up button below and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And as always, thank you so much for watching. If you like this, you can click right here and see more videos. Bye, Andrew.